This video is sponsored by PokeTownStore.com, the best place to get yourself some TCGO code cards. Looking for that last card to complete your online deck, or just to get the latest booster packs in town like Crowns in it, for example. They literally have everything, and you can use the coupon code ZapdosTCG for 5% off your order. This video is also sponsored by CARDMARKET.com. This is a European platform where you're able to buy and sell cards to people all across Europe. I personally use it every single day, and you can use the referral name ZapdosTCG to help support the channel. This video is also sponsored by PLAYMAT.com. This is a platform where you're able to upload your favorite wallpaper and they turn it into a beautiful playmat. You can now have 10% off your order by clicking the link down below, and they ship worldwide, so definitely check it out. Last but certainly not least is going to be DragonShield.com. Dragon Shield is the best brand to protect your beautiful cards, and they have the best quality sleeves available, and you can of course check it out by clicking the links down below. They have sleeves, binders, and deck boxes of the best quality around. I use them in every single tournament, and you guys should do the exact same thing. Thank you a lot for sticking around with the commercials, and enjoy the video. Peace. Sup YouTube, it's ZapdosTCG here, and welcome back to our TCG video on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my Worlds invite. Worlds will be held in, of course, Yokohama, all the way in Japan. I already booked my flight, but in this video I actually want to be taking you guys throughout a journey how I got my Worlds invite for the 2023 season. If you guys enjoy more personal videos like these, be sure to let me know by slapping the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways. So without further ado, let's just go with the adventure all the way back in August when we had the London World Championships 2022. I played that World Championships, and unfortunately I got a 5-3 score, so I wasn't able to advance to day 2, but that gave me the chance to collect some points for the new season. The 2023 season actually will of course start with the London Open. The London Open had a ton of players with 2 pods available, and I was being dropped in the blue pod. I actually was able to collect 40 championship points because I got top 128. Super nice, because for the first time ever I tried to pilot Regigigas, the Regigigas deck that I saw Pablo Meza perform it very well at Worlds. I decided let's make it, let's make that deck ourselves and see how good the deck actually is. Added in some Path to the Peak as well, because Empoleon was a little bit huge during that period in time, but I was very happy with my choice because I got my first 40 CP, and as we all know, in Europe we had to collect 350 points, but little did we know that we were of course gonna get a CP drop. So moving forward, our second tournament was actually the Bilbao special event all the way in Spain. So a very tragic thing happened is that all of our flights got cancelled. So we actually needed to take, of course, the car all the way to Bilbao. That actually meant we had to drive for 12 hours in order to make it there. Very cool adventure with my good friends and a testing group, and I was actually able to test a lot on the car, because I actually had like a plate where I was able to play test with during the entire car ride. So that's super cool. I was actually testing the Pikachu. Flying Pikachu was super huge back then, and Palkia V-Star as well, and I was still playing Reggie, so I wanted to have a favorable matchup, and I said like, let's test it out with 1 escape rope. By the end of that travel, we actually decided to play 3 escape ropes in the Bilbao final Regigigas list, and it actually got me top 8. So my first top 8 for the new season, the 2023 season. Super stoked about that, because I actually got 5th place. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to collect that cool new looking medal because of the fact that I bricked and I got donked against a Mew deck, which was a very favorable matchup at that time, because Lost City was not a thing back then, because it was not available yet. So moving forward all the way to October, we had the Lille Regionals. In Lille, I still played Regigigas, so Regigigas became, in short, my go-to deck if I don't know what else to play. But Regigigas is always favorable against a lot of decks in the meta, and if you know how to pilot the deck well, you can take it far. We've seen a lot of content creators stick to the deck. We saw Zach Lesage, Little Dark Fury, we saw Azul play Regigigas at one point, so Regigigas was seemingly everywhere. So I also was on the Regi hype train, and I got another 40 CP during that period in time. Top 128 might not be the best result ever, but it actually got myself a little bit closer to Worlds once again. And the thing was, with Regigigas, I actually, the reason that I didn't proceed any further is that I came across to Arceus Gudra. Arceus Gudra was a deck that was super popular because at one point it actually won a regionals, if I remember correctly. So the hype was there, but I still stuck to Regi because I think Regi is just such a fun deck. Moving forward with the hiatus, when the Lugia meta started in November, we had, of course, the Warsaw Regionals. In Warsaw, I wasn't very comfortable playing Regi because a lot of decks by then, the Lugia list, all of them played Dunsparce and all of them played Manaphy. And all at that time, some decks even played like 4 Collapse Stadium, some of them played 2, some played 1. So I thought that Regi was not favorable going into that Lugia meta. I decided let's play Control for once because I played Control at the World Championships together with Arne, and I thought with so many games in, there's not a lot of things that could go wrong, right? I played Control with Mewtwo V Union and then a bunch of Yveltal with the Cry of Destruction to get rid of energies on Lugia's side of the field, as well as having a favorable matchup against Mew VMAX. That tournament did not go very well. I got 0 CP, and the reason for that is that I actually got donked by a Mew, which seems to be like a thing nowadays. I also got some unfavorable matchups because I also was faced off against a Palkia, and I flipped a lot of tails with my Silene. So yeah, that journey ended tragically, but I was happy to be playing another deck, but back then I just said like, let's play Control, see how it goes, and it didn't go my way. And I said like, let's pick back the Regi deck and see how we can go from there on out. Moving into December at the Stuttgart Regionals, where I played Regi again, but unfortunately I lost my win-in against Adam Hawkins, very lovely person in the community, and he was playing super well. Unfortunately, during that series, I actually got like 3 Ordinary Rods in my hand and I had to research or I couldn't proceed. And yeah, cleverly Adam Hawkins targeted the correct Regi and I lost my win-in. And that also meant that I didn't get any points, which was super bad. So 2 tournaments in a row having 0 CP felt pretty bad because I only was at 180 CP. Still on track because of that top 8 results in Bilbao. Moving forward, we are going to go all the way to Liverpool Regionals, where I played, yeah, you guessed it, no, that's not Regigigas, it is going to be Duraludon. Arceus Duraludon was a pick that I said, like, at one point, I need to play Arcdura because I didn't want to have my brain boggling around some stuff here and there. I just want to play playing the easy route, attach pass, and see how the matchups went. I saw that Zach Lesage did pretty well with a very similar list, and I thought that Lost City was such a genius inclusion that I had to test it out for myself. After a couple of games with my friends, I decided let's play Arcdura. Not a lot of people were taking me serious back then, but the deck actually got myself top 64 at the Liverpool Regionals, and that actually got 50 additional CP. We are at 230 CP by then. And then I felt pretty good with the Arcdura, but then I said like, I have to go back to Regis. The Regis were calling me and I said, let's do this. So yeah, what happened during the period in February, we got the announcement of TCPI that they dropped the CP requirement, which is super insane because they haven't done that mid-season for a long time. So that was very reassuring because they dropped the CP from 350 all the way to 250, which felt myself with some joy because getting the World's Invite was closer than ever before because I only needed to collect 20 more CP. Moving forward into our journey where we're heading to the Bochum Regionals. By the way, all of these journeys have been documented. I vlogged all of these tournaments and you can find them over at the playlist on my channel if you want to see the adventures that I had with my friends. So the Bochum Regionals, I played Regi again, and this time around it felt pretty good. A lot of Lugia lists are not playing Collapse Stadium anymore, and even half of them are not playing Dunsparce. So I thought Regi is favorable against Lugia in most situations, so let's go with it. I slapped a lot of Lugias around during the Bochum Regionals, and I actually got top 64 again. Actually, I was like 38. And almost all my friends got into the day 2 meta as well, which is super crazy. So they are learning, they are getting better at the game, and that boosted me all the way to 280 CP. Securing that World's Invite to Yokohama. I was overjoyed, and I immediately, with my friends, we decided to book the flight. We are going to Japan. Everything is settled, and we're going for 4 weeks. So we're going to be traveling. We're going to be playing the Pokemon World Championships, and let's just play more Pokemon TCG because in the fact there's still a lot of tournaments ahead. We have the Utrecht special event. We have the EUIC, which is the biggest one for European people out there, which are going to be able to collect more points. Just know that only 6 of your regional scores are added. Your 6 best finish limits are going to go all the way to your score because right now I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regional finishes because special events also count as regionals, which means I can get another boost from Utrecht. I can get a boost from EOIC, and then I'll see if I might be able to fight for some more to get into that day 2 meta shenanigans, because only the top 22 of Europe, if I remember correctly, have that day 2 spot reserved. So there's still Utrecht, EOIC, Malmo, Turin, and maybe even NAIC up ahead in the season. Let me know your journey down below in the comments. Have you already got your Worlds invite? How many points do you still need? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and also let me know your favorite deck this season. For me, 2023 has been a wonderful season. I coached a lot of my crewmates, and they are getting better at the game because almost all of them already got a day 2, which was on their list of achievements. Like, I want to get day 2. Almost all of them have it already, which is super crazy. I'm proud of all of them, and they will get better at the game, mark my word. So they are still fighting for their World invite. I already have my World invite, so their full focus will be on them to make it there, and I'll train them as best as I can. So for me, getting that day 2 Worlds invite would also be a dream, but I'm gonna be a realist here. I'm going to, of course, focus my content, my time on making videos for you guys, so all of you guys can, of course, enjoy the Pokemon TCG. If you're not able to make it to Worlds this year, don't worry, I'm gonna be vlogging the entire thing, so you won't miss a beat. So thanks for watching this personal video of me getting my Worlds invite, and I will see you guys sooner rather than later with more Pokemon TCG content. Subscribe so you don't miss out, because adventures are still coming. Peace.